So this has been great, but we should
Yeah.
probably go to questions because
Okay.
we're on the road. So Angela Friesman asks, I do have a question. For someone with less than $100,000 to invest, how would you recommend we enter the market? I'm looking to study some traders and copy their strategy rather than investing myself and losing money emotionally. What's your take on this approach? Well, you have to do whatever it is that you're comfortable, but the way that we approach things is we establish what you're really trying to accomplish. So what I would say is call us, have that conversation with your strategy specialist. What are you trying to accomplish? Because if you're looking for a trader in and out of stocks,
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind that the only thing you're going to get from trading, even if you're successful, is this stuff. And 10 trillion, here's my $10 trillion Zimbabwe note. 10 trillion of this times zero is zero. And a trader, I guarantee you this, will not have your best interest at heart. The reality is you are the one that's going to have the greatest impact. So rather than giving it to somebody else, and I don't have my hopium with me, and hope that they do a good job and trade so that you end up with worthless of this, call us. Now, you are a strategy specialist,
Right.
and we've worked together for 9 years now,
Uh-huh.
okay? So how would you approach it if she came to you with $100,000?
Well, we take a look at where the money is. If it's in cash, CDs, T-bills, whatever. If
Or
it's
stocks. What if it's in a 401k? All right.
Well, yeah,
Where is
everything's
it?
going to be different. We have to find out where the money's located. And then we're putting together a strategy. And the thing that made me think here is she put losing money emotionally. Who wants to lose money? And it is an emotional experience. But if you understand why the people here are talking about gold, and Lynette included myself, is gold is money. Everything else, boom, monopoly money. And we were talking about this before we even opened. What's the difference between this and this?
You accept this to work for,
right.
But I can't buy even one egg with that.
Right. And when I talk to people, I always say that gold is on sale. This is taking something that has no actual value, and you're buying something that does have value, which is gold and silver. It always has. So that's where I would start. And we're not looking for you to lose money. What we're actually looking to do is to preserve your wealth and increase it moving forward. And I 100% believe that we're in that time frame, especially from the people that talk today. Nomi Prince, Grant Williams, the value of the dollar goes zero. He said, why does gold go up relative to the fact of that? It's because it does have true wealth.
So let's kind of back up, because I agree with everything that you said.
Okay.
But when she's talking about being emotional, I think that what she's looking at is the spot gold and spot silver markets. That is a lie that if you go back and do your research, the government and the central banks actually said, we will create this spot market to develop a very large paper market that will dwarf the physical market and lessen demand for the physical metal.
Yes.
So if you look at the spot market, and everything, it's this because it's a trading market. It's not real. You cannot get any good valuations from Wall Street. That is not their job. We've been taught that that's their job. And there was a time when it was probably a bit more reflective, but you've got to understand, Angela, if you're listening to this, anybody that's listening to it, pull a bill out of your wallet. Pull a bill out. What does it say? Federal Reserve note. What's a note? It's a promise to pay. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to get emotional over somebody else's promise to pay, where if you're sitting and holding this, you know darn well it's going to buy you less and less and less, because that's the design of it. So if you don't want to worry about emotional, get your strategy in place. We look at preserving your current standard of living. We look at properly diversifying any wealth that you've managed to accumulate that is inside the system that you want to protect. And we also look at the debt profile, right? Your fixed rate debt profile. So you can pay that off. And then we put you in a position to take advantage of the opportunities that will present. And it's not rocket science. It goes like this. Gold is undervalued because a rising gold price is an indication of a failing currency. Even at 5,400, severely undervalued at that level. Whereas all of this other stuff, stocks, bonds, real estate, all of prediction markets, it's all a big casino, and all of that is severely overvalued. That's going to flip-flop. Yeah. So the real goal is to hold on to your purchasing power so that as that flip-flop occurs and we see that accumulation pattern, that cup formation, then you take some of this and you convert it into those income-producing assets. So if you want to sleep at night, I don't worry about the spot market because I work there. I know it's a lie. And I've dug deep and I know it's a lie. I don't believe lies. You want truth? This is truth. Why? Because there are 33 different global users of gold. There are 36 global users of silver. This is used in one place. Cryptocurrencies used in one place. So let me tell you, when demand goes away for this, well, here's that $10 trillion Zimbabwe note.
I don't want it.
So Campbell Ellison asks, as always, such great information and presentation. Thank you very much. I recently bought a lot of 50% silver coins, old New Zealand currency. Are they high enough in silver to be useful for barter? 100%. And actually, I bought some too when I was in New Zealand recently. So yes, absolutely. I mean, in the US, these are the dime cards, right? But so we had 90%. It wouldn't matter if it was 5%. If there's silver in it, it has value. If there's gold in it, 9 carat, in the US, mostly we do 14 or mostly 14 and then some 18%. And then in India, they do like 22%.
Right.
So I bought some, which it's gorgeous. It looks so
too.
gold.
Yeah, you bought that shop. Yeah, in Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, no, in Thailand, I actually bought silver. And I took it to a silver place to test it because it was so cheap. I thought, I'm getting taken here. He tested it, said, no, it's 92%. And I acted like I was going to sell it. I said, give it back to me. And then I went and bought more. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah. And Larry Richardson asks, happy Independence Day. As a beginner, I faced heavy losses trying to trade on my own. No matter how much I study, my small investments aren't growing. Any tips or recommendations? Yeah, number one, stop trading. Start investing and call us and have that conversation so that we're clear on what you want to do. Build that solid foundation with the physical. Then if you want to trade, rock and roll hoochie coo. Because you know it's always about what if I'm right and what if I'm wrong. And if you can do something that doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong, that's what you want to do. So we do not advocate trading. We do not think short term. We look at what's happening with this stuff. And I mean, you can look, you don't have to take my word for it. Go on the FRED, the Federal Reserve Education Department, FRED, and in the search bar, put purchasing power of the consumer dollar. See for yourself that officially we have 0.029 cents left in purchasing power out of the original dollar. Yes. But you know, we're going to schedule this because that's official. And I do so many studies where I go to the BLS and I can be, and it works because I can go back to 1913. I can go anytime I want for the same food basket. And so it's consistent.
Right.
But when we get back, we're trying to get approval from a grocery store where we're just going to go buy that cart, because according to the BLS in 2026, it was the BLS 100%. Wait.
Tell them what the BLS is.
Oh, Bureau of Labor Statistics. There's Jacqueline. She points me in a direction and I go there. We all know that. But yeah, that's the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And we're going to buy that food basket because in 2026, they're saying that the average price of a loaf of bread. So this is their inflation. You got to understand, they're using these numbers to gauge the level of inflation. $1.08
for bread.
For bread. That according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics is
where?
I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to go to the grocery store and we're going to just test that.
I don't think it's $1.08 at the dollar store. I don't even know if they have it at the dollar store. But
I don't know
you can't
either.
buy bread for $1. I don't think.
Well, I can't. I'm actually really looking forward to doing that. That's going to be fun.
I love your bread video.
Thank you.
That really is powerful.
If you haven't seen it, go in and watch it, because it really is. How many loaves of bread? This is $1.
Yep.
Right? This was at one point, this is also $1, 1/20 of an ounce, 1 ounce of silver.
$1.
Yep.
Well,
And there's a silver certificate.
That's a big one.
Right? Yep, that's a big one. And actually, I'm glad that you pulled the silver certificate, because you could walk into the bank with this and walk out with that.
Right.
It didn't have as much, I mean, you couldn't make as many claims on it. Silver's the secondary currency metal. Gold is the primary. But look at the picture in there.
Yeah.
Pretty similar, isn't it? Pretty similar, isn't it? Right? This is how they make the changearoos. This is sound money, right? This limits how much can be created because there's a finite amount of it. This is a claim on sound money. This, my friends, is debt. Promise to pay. Choice is yours. You can have all the promises you want, but promises can be broken. Just saying. This is a promise that cannot be broken. And even this little teeny, how many loaves of bread can I buy with this $1 gold coin?
A lot.
I think the last time I checked, which was a long time ago, even before the run. Yeah, it was something like, I don't know, 158 loaves or something. I don't know.
You didn't have enough. You didn't have enough room to put it on the table. I don't even know if you had that many loaves. But.
So please, I know that we have been encouraged to think shorter and shorter and shorter. Oh, that happened 10 seconds ago. That's old news. That's not really true. They need you to have that short-term trading mentality. Wall Street is just a big casino. Is that really what you want to depend on? Not me. In gold and silver, I trust, because I hold it and I own it outright. And according to the Bank for International Settlements, gold is the only, gold held at home, is the only financial asset that runs no counterparty risk. And the Bank for International Settlements is the biggest bank in the world. It's a central banker's central bank. So the biggest recommendation I can give you is stop trading. Call us. We will help you understand everything. Start investing in your future and build that solid foundation. Then you want to trade? That's up to you. You got to do what you're comfortable with. But it's not been working out very well for you, has it? Because the deck is stacked against you. I want to stack the deck for you. I think we are pretty close to the end for today. But I hope you've enjoyed it. We have so much more work at Rick Rule. I know we have a dinner tonight, and we have a boat ride, and then tomorrow we've got all sorts of phenomenal speakers. You guys might want to think about coming next year. It's really a phenomenal event. I'm having a great time. I'm exhausted, and it's just the beginning.
It's the first day.
I know, but so many great speakers, so little time, you know. So
a wealth of information.
Yeah. And I will say that I go on live on Friday, and then we will be rushing because I'll be speaking at the Red Pill on Saturday. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Jacqueline, please, which she always does, so it works well. But I believe that live stream is free. So that's an opportunity to see lots of great speakers at that event too. This is the first time we've done a back-to-back like this. But how could I say no to either one? These men are legendary. And I'm honored. I truly am so honored to be asked. Incredibly honored. Would you like to say any parting words or anything else you want to talk about?
I'm just excited to learn as much as I can here and bring it back and implement strategies for people, just like Lynette talked about. So absolutely. I think there's just so much.
I'll leave you with my favorite question. How many times can you be lied to and you do not know the truth? This is really showing you the truth, right? You've got real silver, monetary metal, you got garbage. How many of you, even if you see a dime on the ground, do you even bother to pick it up? Most people don't anymore, but they did at one time, because what are you going to buy with a dime? So, last parting words?
Have a great day.
That'll work. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you being here, and we'll learn as much as we can from the brilliant speakers that are here and bring all that back to you. So I know that together we can do anything, and we can get sound money back in the global monetary system again and take our power back. And until next we meet, please, wherever you are in the world, be safe out there. Bye-bye.